Okay. When you look at it, I want you to get this one down here. Get a close-up on that one. And then after you go from there, I want you to get a close-up on these guys getting the hell strung up out of them. Just kind of do a pan through all of them, the most graphic ones, while we're going over this. Then you read that again, brother. Verse 17.
Verse 17. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire.
That's why the Most High did that to us. Because we was doing it to ourselves first. And we said, oh, that's how you want to live? That's who you want to serve? So he gave us to somebody who was going to be the master of consumption, of destruction, of killing us, of burning us, of lynching us. It tells you that in the book of Galatians. Cursed is every man that hangeth from a tree. Okay? Go ahead.
And use divination.
And use what?
Divination.
Now, you know what divination is? You can bring the camera back on over here. Divination is all the different type of, like today they have tarot card services. They got people that tell you your horoscope. You got women and men that want to do your chart for you. That's all divination. Or read your palms, tell you your future. You understand? All of those things are what the Most High referred to as divination. In other words, to divine. In other words, to bring somebody through a supernatural sense what is to befall them in their future. We got into that. Because the enemy says, and that's funny because that's all what blacks and Latinos are into now. Go ahead.
And enchantments.
And what?
Enchantments.
Enchantments, that's talking about spells. Like you go to certain states, like down south, go to certain areas like Haiti. Go to different places like the Dominicana, the Dominican Republic, where people lay in stuff like brujeria, santeria, voodoo. They're putting spells on people. This is what we did. We went into, it says enchantments, go ahead.
And sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
To provoke him to anger.
Read on down.
Therefore, the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight.
Now he's going to tell you what to be removed out of his sight. He's going to show you what it means. It means to be removed out of his land. Go ahead.
There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
So when it says the tribe of Judah, is talking about the southern kingdom and their companions. Israel was the northern kingdom that literally consisted of, matter of fact, let's do that. Come to the sign here. Whenever you see Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, this was the northern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and a portion of Levi. And then you had the other portion of Levi and all the other tribes that were the northern kingdom. Okay, if I said northern, I think Judah, Benjamin, Levi was the southern kingdom. It was considered the kingdom of Judah. And then you had from Levi to Issachar, the northern kingdom, that was considered the kingdom of Israel. So we're reading what happened to the kingdom of the north and why Christ said, don't go to Samaria. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Continue.
Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel, which they made.
Yeah, they followed them. So the southern kingdom began to follow the practices that the northern kingdom followed. Go ahead.
Verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. For he rent Israel from the house of David, and they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat.
Now this is going through that history where in the 9th century the kingdom was divided. So when it said they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat, the son of Nebat came out of the tribe of Ephraim, who today they're known as the so-called Puerto Ricans, or the Puerto Ricans. Go ahead.
And Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord.
And Jeroboam calls the northern kingdom to sin. Go ahead.
And made them sin a great sin. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did.
What we read above in verse 16 and 17. Burning up their kids, getting into enchantments, getting into all type of divination, worshiping Baal. That's what the northern kingdom was into. Go ahead.
They departed not from them, until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight.
Go ahead.
As he had said by all his servants and prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Now check that out. He's telling you, the Lord carried the Israelites out of their land into Assyria. Now let's go to the map again, now that we got that. So what the Most High did was he took Israel. Everything from this portion, Samaria, Shiloh, on up. He took us out and he moved us over here. Read on down.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria.
And the king of Assyria in this realm, go ahead.
Brought men from Babylon.
The king of Assyria, listen. He took Israel to here, and then the king of Assyria took men from Babylon, this region here, go ahead.
And from Kufar, and from...
Now all the names that he's naming, you're not going to find it on this specific map. But they're all small provinces within the kingdom of Babylon. Go ahead.
And from Abba, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria.
In other words, he took men from the cities of Babylon and placed them in the cities of Samaria. Read that again.
And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Kufar, and from Abba, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria.
And placed them from here over here, go ahead.
Instead of the children of Israel.
Instead of the children of Israel. So, what we're going to do is go back and read once again Matthew chapter 10, and now you're going to have some understanding of why he said what he said when he said what he said in chapter 5, verse 6. I'm sorry, in chapter 10, verse 5. There's a whole lot of talking, brother. Read that, brother. Tell me where you are.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 5.
Yeah, well, stay with me on the map. Go ahead.
These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
So he said, don't even bother to go to the other nations. Go ahead.
And into any city of the Samaritans.
But in any of the cities of Samaria, any city of the Samaritans,
enter ye not.
Don't go. Enter ye not. Go ahead.
But go rather.
But go instead
to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So he's telling you, Israel was not in the land of Samaria. Though the people of Samaria had been taken out approximately 700 years earlier and been placed into Assyria. Now later on, we'll get into history proving where those people went. Because when you read the scriptures, those were the people, the Israelites that got taken to Assyria were the ones who came over to the Americas. That's what happens when you read the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14. It tells you that those people, chapter 13, tells you that those people came over to a land that today we know as the Americas, okay? That's what Esau called it, the New World, but it wasn't new to us. But anyway, now we find out why Christ said, do not go into any city of the Samaritans. Because Israelites weren't there. There were men from various cities of Babylon that were transplanted there instead, okay? Read that one more time now. Now let's read that very same thing from verses 5 all the way down to 7. And we will be done with part 1. Go ahead.
Matthew 10 verse 5 again. These 12 Jesus sent forth.
We got to reiterate this, brother, because this is going to be sinking into our people's head because of the religion. They don't have any idea that the Bible is a study Bible. You got to deal with anthropology. You got to deal with sociology. You got to deal with geography. All of the ologies. Go ahead.
And commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans.
He told them, don't go to the other nations, and don't even go to your own land where your people are not. Go ahead.
Enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go ahead.
And as you go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Now that's a whole topic within itself. But the point is, when they went and preached that the kingdom of heaven was coming soon, that the kingdom of heaven was at hand, they were told to do so to the Israelites, not the whole world. Okay? So with that, we're going to finish up this first part, and we're going to come back in about 2 minutes, about 5 minutes, however long it takes to change the cartridge, brother, and hit you up with the second part of this. All right? Shalom.